The definition of kerning is the adjustment of space between the letters of words to improve the appearance of text matter. So, in order for us to make our logo pleasing and presentable to the eye, we need to ensure that the text is not an afterthought, and careful care and consideration is put into the text to make it just as perfect as the symbol. Fonts are composed of characters, and each character is assigned a boundary box. A boundary box is a space in which a character is developed. As you can see here with the G, I've drawn out an example boundary box using the square tool in Illustrator, and you can see from the body of the G to the left hand side of the boundary box there's a gap. This gap collectively across all letters creates spacing that doesn't look correct. As you can see with this type, the word greetings will have odd spacing between the N and the G and the S in comparison to the space between the I and the N, for example. You'll find that this type of correction is necessary for poor fonts that are poorly constructed with bad boundary boxes, or you'll also find, even in the case of quality fonts, that some characters just don't fit together as pleasingly as you would like. If you initially find that your text has too much space between every letter, you can select the type and we can go to the tracking options in the character panel. You can see I put my character panel to the left hand side in Illustrator. Again, we click the tracking options, enter a value. For the sake of the example, I'll type in -30. We'll enter that, and you'll see it pulls in each character closer together. So from here, we might want to make the changes and do the kerning process. So we select the type, go to type, drop down, and select create outlines. So now our font is transformed into shapes, and we can manipulate each shape to take it at further distance from each character or closer together. So as you can see, we're fixing the space in the G so that it resembles that of the I and the N. Let's have a look at other things. That G needs to be brought closer together. The R, pull the E out from its neighbouring E. Perhaps bring this G closer together. The S closer to the G. And there we have it. From what I can see, that's perfect type. That's a perfectly kerned piece of text, and that would be ready to adjoin to a pleasing symbol. If you're designing a text-based logo with a little bit of colouring, this one would be ready to go.